some people would think there is something to gain in it. Some people would take it that maybe they are doing it for me. That when you do the good thing, if you focus this and you apply your common sense, you think you're doing it for me. No, you're not doing it for me. You're doing it for yourself. The kind of Biafrans I see today, sometimes I begin to wonder, is this how we are going to get to our destination? A time where people only listen to gossip and propaganda. They cannot even use their common sense to study this thing this person is saying. Is it true? How true is it? In 21st century, when we have our laptop, we have the phone, you can Google things. There are many things you can use to verify information, whether they are true or not. But none of us will do it. The only thing we do is to buy data and go to platform. Once the person is not speaking in the way you want the person to speak, you attack. Once the person is not praising the person you like, he's not calling the person you like and praising that person, you begin to attack the person. He becomes a rebel. Once the person is not speaking in the way you would want him to speak, he becomes a saboteur. That is what we are seeing today. Meanwhile, our land is under siege. As it stands today, nobody cares about the homeland anymore. Nobody cares about our people in the homeland. Nobody cares. Everybody is busy accumulating position and title. This is what everybody is doing. While our people are suffering in the homeland. Why our people are perishing. Why our land is under siege. When Mazi Simon Ekpa was here, we are controlling so many places. When Mazi Nnamdi was around, he was in control. Once he make a speech, everywhere is silent. But today it's a different ballgame. There are thousands of groups. You don't even know whom to listen to. You don't even know where to focus. You don't even know where to go and where not to go. And our brothers and sisters in Biafra land are languishing. Look at what Soludo is doing. Unchallenged. Soludo is just forming security outfit and security outfit every minute, every month. He's forming a new security outfit just to destroy the life of innocent people and terrorize them. Nobody challenges it. Nobody speaks about it. Just recently, 4 people lost their life for no reason, for no just cause, in the hand of the security outfit formed by Soludo. Who is going to fight for those 4? Nobody. Nobody is going to fight for them. As usual, they take them, they deposit them in mortuary, and that is the end. And then we begin to talk about it the way we are talking now. That is all our life was. Nobody is held accountable. Hope Uzodinma is in Imo State also, taking innocent life, destroying properties and homes in Okigwe. Nobody is held account. Nobody challenges him. Today we are left on our own to fight our battle. So wherever you are, you must prepare yourself and prepare your mind. For me, at least I have my voice. I can speak. You never can tell who will come across our video. And then the person will see what the Biafrans are facing through and passing through. That we are passing through hell as we speak. Genocide is going on in Biafra land, even as you are watching the video. So many people don't have the opportunity to sit and watch this program the way we are watching. Many people have disappeared. And nobody to speak for us. Even as they are bringing the terrorism to us in Biafra land, they are at the same time blackmailing us. Some of them will come out and say, oh, we are the ones causing the problem. Oh, the Liberation Army is the one doing this and doing that. Even when it is very clear to the whole world that they are not the ones. It has nothing to do with them. And some of us Biafrans, we even help the enemy to push their own blackmail. You will see a Biafra open his mouth and call his own brother a terrorist. That is the height of it. When I see a Biafran, no matter the camp you belong, I don't care. No matter the quarrel or the hatred, I don't care. For you to descend to the level of calling your own brother, your own sister a terrorist, that is the height of it. That shows how stupid and idiotic you are. It means you cannot comprehend matters. It means there's nothing in your brain. There's nothing in your brain. Because when you are calling your own brother, your own sister a terrorist, you're equally calling yourself. It doesn't matter whether, even if you are a pastor, no matter whom you are, immediately you begin to address your brother, address your sister as a terrorist. You are telling the world what you are capable of doing. And they're keeping record. They are keeping record. And this is how most of us indicted Mazi Simon Ekpa today. Some of us indicted Mazi Simon Ekpa by what we are doing, by what we are saying, by our actions, our behaviors. We indicted him. And today you see the situation. A man who fought for us, fought for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, fought like a man. Today it is his own turn, and for us to fight for him, none of us is ready to fight for Mazi Simon Ekpa. None of us. We left him on his own. We left him on his own. We only come online to make noise and say some unfounded things, and that's it. Only when a sentence is pronounced, that is when every one of you wake up and you begin to hear one confession or the other from one angle to the other. And the movie becomes very clear to everybody. But unfortunately, there are still some people who are sheepishly following. There are still some people who can never learn their lesson. There are some Biafrans can never learn. Even if you carry your mouth and put in their ear and blow horn, they will never hear you. They follow sheepishly. You don't verify information. Even when you see that somebody, this person is saying is not right, it doesn't add up. Because you are supporting the person, you just continue to support and go. Either because of personal interest or because of one gain or the other that you are making. But without changing the truth will always remain the truth. Until we begin to act and do something, the world will never come. Until we begin to do something, they will never come. They told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to his face, go and start doing something. They told him, go and start doing something. And just when he started doing something again, they attacked. If there will be negotiation, don't you know that it is when we are doing something that they will call for negotiation? Police have not looked at them without anything happening. Something must be going on. Then the police have it. Who is wrong and who is right? The Mazi give and take. The Mazi give and take at the end of the day, issue will be resolved. So what is your plan? To draw that attention to make us sit on table. What is your plan? What are you doing to draw the attention of the international communities to make sure that this discussion ends on round table as it's supposed to, and as soon as possible? Do you always ask yourself that question? Your actions today, your behavior, your attitude, what does it contribute to the Biafran struggle? What does your behavior contribute? Is it making people get stronger and have knowledge of Biafra, or is it discouraging people from talking about Biafra? So many of us today, our attitude have discouraged many people. People who were talking about Biafra before, they can't even speak about it anymore. Many people have withdrawn. Many people have withdrawn because of the attitude of some of us. Do I blame them? I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Fingers are not equal. Spirits are different. People have different levels of tolerance. There are people who cannot take the insult we are taking. There are people who cannot take the disgrace we are taking. So grace is different by different. So many people who sincerely want to be Biafra and they want to go with it. But when they see the things that are happening today, when they see the lies, the propaganda, the blackmails against each other, they rather stay aside and watch. They rather stay aside and watch. Ask yourself, what is your attitude towards Biafra today? That thing you are doing, is it promoting the cause of Biafra or is it distracting it? Our land is under siege. How are we going to rescue our land? Is it by lying? Is it by fighting ourselves? Is it by sabotaging ourselves? Is it by calling ourselves terrorists? Is that how we're going to salvage our land? Is it? It is so sad. It is a very, very difficult moment that we are in. As you say, Biafra is a spirit and it's stage by stage. Today, we are on a different level. We are in a particular stage. And this stage where we are today, we are still going to get over it. But at this stage where we are, it's a very difficult stage. That if you succeed to pass this stage, I don't think anything will stop you from saying Biafra. Because in this stage, they have tried to blind us with their media. We cannot even know left from right. We only speculate and we sit down and use our common sense to be able to unravel things. Unlike before, when we get information in the platter of gold. Today, when you hear anything, you need to think about it over and over again. Sleep over it before you can react. Because a lot of things that we believed before are not the way it is. My own personal self, I'm in media. I'm in the media. I've been in media for more than a decade. So I follow everything through. From the arrest of Mazi at this time, so many things we had in day one, today, they are not adding up anymore. There are a lot of deceptions, a lot of lies from all corners. People cannot say simple truth. And every one of us disappointed Mazi and deserted him. It is very, very sad. Very, very sad. If you're not ashamed, I am ashamed. If you're not ashamed, I am ashamed. That somebody we call our prime minister, we can't even defend him. We can't stand with him. We can't stand for him. All we are doing is to destroy everything he has built. All we can do is to create trouble for him, pierce his heart. And every one of us is involved in this. So what you got to do is to be asking yourself, what are you going to do to change the status quo? Will you still be listening to the same story without making inquiries? Will you still be believing the lies, no matter where it is coming from? It is high time we test every information. Before you carry information, test it. Put that information to test to find out if what you are hearing is actually the way it is. Because we know that there is a huge deception. There is a huge, huge deception, right, left, and center. We have been deceived. And we cannot continue to live in this deceit because there will be no excuse. For everything you do, there is a consequence. Whether you do it intentionally or unintentionally, there will be a consequence for every action. There will be a reaction. So every one of us have to be mindful. Anytime you have the opportunity, any platform, wherever you are, use the little opportunity you have to promote Biafra and also bring the plight of Mazi before the whole world. Don't allow them to sweep it under the carpet. Don't. That part is very important and very dear to my heart. We must do everything possible to make sure we keep the memories of Mazi Simon Ekpa, we keep his legacy, and support him the best way we can. That is what we owe him. He deserves our support. He deserves it. Mazi Simon Ekpa deserves our support to the highest level because he has worked tirelessly. While he was with us, he hardly finds sleep. Mazi Simon Ekpa will broadcast twice a day. In the midnight, he's there. In the afternoon, he's there. Every time. And he did that and did that until when they took him away from us. A very great sacrifice that he put forward because of you, because of me. Why are we throwing it out? Why are we disgracing our leaders? Why are we bringing shame to the same Biafra we claim that we want? In one way or the other, we are bringing shame and disrepute to Biafra through our behaviors, through our actions. You cannot get Biafra through lies and propaganda. You cannot get Biafra through deceit because the foundation was laid on truth. As soon as you deviate from that truth, you are gone. You might just be there giving order and doing this and that, but you are gone. That is why everybody must be very, very careful what you do. We must put our hands together to fight this battle and win it. All hands must be on deck. And for those who are getting angry when you talk about unity, that will not make me to stop talking about unification. You can go and hug the transformer. But as for me, I know that the unity, that is where the foundation is. And that is why every time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kept an olive branch for Biafrans. Mazi Simon Ekpa also kept an olive branch for Biafrans. For people to come on board at any point in time. Because it is human beings that will live in this country we are looking for, not animals. We know the nature of the Biafran people, Republicans. Sometimes our Republican nature works against us. But it's our nature. What are we going to do? Sometimes it works against us. Our Republican nature, sometimes it works against us. But for us to be able to manage it, we must learn to listen to one another. We must learn to listen to one another. It does not matter. You must not agree with everything. You must not agree. There's no law that says you must agree with everything. Disagree. You can disagree. It is your right to disagree when you are not too sure about an issue. You disagree. But in the midst of your disagreement, you must make sure you do not use it to create chaos. It must be in love. It must be in love. You and I know that we have no option anymore. The only option we have is Biafra. Because Nigeria has failed. Nigeria has failed woefully. Nigeria has failed woefully. And that Nigeria can never ever survive. It doesn't matter what you think, it doesn't matter what you do. The fact remains that Nigeria is gone and gone for good. And the earlier every one of you begin to understand this, the better for everybody. You think there is something you can do to change it. There is nothing you can do. You only waste your time and waste other people's time. What matters to every one of us today is how to save life. And we must do everything humanly possible to make sure that the life of Biafrans is saved. That is what we need to do. If you know what you can do to make sure that the life of Biafrans are saved, this is the time. This is the time. You must not wait anybody. We must continue to do everything to save life. When there is life, there is hope. But when you lose your life, all hope is lost. And I want us to pay attention and listen to this message of our Prime Minister Mazi. This is a message I use as intro all the time. All these messages are very important.
Most of you who claim
because all those things you are claiming, I don't see the reason you should not support Biafra. Some of us today, they are betraying the cause of Biafra because of what they will eat. Some are betraying the cause of Biafra because of their business, because of their friendship. Does it worth it? Because of your friend. You see the truth, you say you don't want the truth anymore. You prefer lies just because you want to satisfy your friend. Just because you want your friend to accept you. You accept lies. For how long will you continue to accept lies? For how long?
Most of you who claim you own businesses everywhere in Nigeria, for that reason, you want everybody to die. Nobody is above death. Death is going to visit everybody. Just have to pray that you live and make impact in this life. The impact that matters now, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is not the impact to make people millionaires. It is impact to make people to be alive. It is impact to make people to feel secure. It is impact to make people feel they are free. That is the biggest impact you can make. Millions are going to come. People will become millionaires when they are alive. Of what use is it? You make somebody millionaire today and tomorrow he died by gunshot from Fulani. Of what use will it be to the society? You pick up somebody and send him abroad and he come back to Nigeria and police will kill him. It's happening every day. Why do you want to continue to be part of a country like that? Why? We all have seen millionaires. There is no amount of money you have today that Igbo people have never met before. Everybody knows who is Ezego. Ezego of Ihala. Ezego of Ihala was one of the richest men. What happened to him? He died in accident. Ezego died as he was coming back home.
One of the important things we must do today is to save life. That is the most important thing today. It is not how to make money or make gain. To save life. Because the Janjaweed, the Fulanis are not looking back. And as you can see, the federal government is in the front line supporting the Fulanis in the agenda. This plan to take over Nigeria is not a joke. It is not a joke. And the Fulanis are unrepentant. Unrepentant. The more you see, the more you think they will repent, the more they are pushing propaganda. Today, they are almost succeeding in changing the narrative. Nobody is talking about them anymore. Everybody is now talking about Biafra. They are shifting the blame on us. Even when they know that the first terrorists in that Nigeria was the Fulanis. The first people to start burning and killing of innocent people were the Fulanis. And they continue to do it up to today. Supported by the federal government in Nigeria. And some of us are still playing and joking. I want us to listen to this. Maybe we begin to understand the seriousness of what is happening in the zoo.
Is going to change this country but us. I have confronted the government and the leaders of this country. As much as we have issues with the government, I have more issues with the Nigerian people. It is only you, the Nigerian people, that will decide the day you will stop suffering. It is only you, the Nigerian people, that will decide to bring an end to the oppressions that you're going through.
That is why we have taken our decision. As for us Biafrans, we have made our decisions. Is it true? Well, only you will decide if you will be free or not. Only you will decide if you're secure or not. The decision remains yours. Many of us Biafrans have taken the decision to save ourselves and set ourselves free. And that is why we are doing what we are doing today. Not minding.
You cannot afford to be seeing the blood of your brothers and sisters being split. Little children that know nothing, 3 years old and 2 years old, being burnt alive. And yet you sit down in the comfort of your house, drinking your tea, as if nothing has happened. I challenge our religious institutions that these politicians, and most of them that are third-class brains, they cannot continue to manipulate you that are first-class brains. When we keep silent and behave as if nothing is going on, the wicked and evil will continue to thrive. We are a people that have a future. If we don't take our destiny, forget about the appointment you're given, forget about being made an SA, forget about being made a minister, forget about being made a commissioner. It doesn't matter whatever you are made, whatever you get will come to an end. Warriors come to an end. But the fact is, Nigeria continues to live. And if Nigeria continues to live, Buhari has gone, but he left you with the pain and the suffering. He must have reconciled himself with his maker, and his maker will forgive him. But what about you? So Nigeria, we cannot allow them, look at the way they are tossing you left and right. Instead of thinking about your welfare, they're thinking about 2027 election. The roads are not fixed. Great rains in Anambra. Few days ago, a young man that is growing up, fish magnet, was kidnapped, ransom demanded, paid, and was killed. And you have a governor that is running to contest for an election. Wow! To the church. Leaders that will keep silent and be given an award to wicked men and women that have no conscience for the nation they govern. Wow! To the Islamic community. That all you're doing is planting doctrinal conflicts and bringing about violence among yourselves instead of talking about the welfare of your own people. We're gathering them and giving them awards of nonsense. I challenge the average Nigerian that it is time we drop whatever tribe, whatever religion, whatever you think about, and let's pull our energy together to make a difference. We can decide that these people will not go into power, and we must get the right men and women. 2027 is not for politicians to manipulate our head. We will get the right men. I talk to you, Mr. President. You have the opportunity.
That is how they always get it wrong. You see, when they speak so eloquently, when they talk and talk and talk and talk, at the end of the day, they go back to the ballot. The same election they know will never save them from any doom. This is the same rhetoric you gave this same man, gave this same speech during the time of this very drug barrel. They talked and talked and talked, vote and vote and vote and all this. At the end of the day, what happened? At the end of the day, the person they want got into power, and today you are still there talking about election. This is where they get it wrong. And I know that these people from the Middle Belt, this man is from Medigo, from Plateau. If your fear is that you cannot be able to handle it, allow Biafrans to go. Support Biafra. When Biafrans go, you will have that privilege to get out also. Once Biafra is out, every one of you will be out. Even if you're in the corner, Mazi Nnamdi has opened a gate for them to come to Biafra land. They will be accommodated. People from the corner, the Christians in the corner. Why is it that after making an eloquent speech identifying problems, you and I know that Nigeria has a foundational problem. The problem of Nigeria is not election. Make the election 1 million times, it will produce nonsense. When the foundation is faulty, what will the righteous do? That is what your Bible says. Don't you read it? Or you read it for your own selfish interest? When you want to apply it, you wouldn't apply it. For you to be talking about election, after all these things you have said, you destroyed it. You narrowed it down by caging the people's mind again to remain enslaved. You are the one that is saying that people can free themselves. People have the right to free themselves. Now you are still dragging the people into the cage to remain enslaved. For us Biafrans, we have made up our mind to free ourselves. And people like you are using your speech to destroy the cause of freedom that people are pursuing. How dare you still talk about election in Nigeria, even when you know that it cannot work? Even when you know that election cannot change the situation of Nigeria. Whoever gets into it doesn't matter. Even you that is speaking as a pastor, if they put you there, you can't do nothing. There's nothing you will do. You can't change nothing. It is a fact. Not just I'm saying it because I want to say it. It is a fact. I can prove it. The only solution to Nigeria remains disintegration. Enough of all this garbage preaching.
To face and make amends to your mistakes and your errors in the next 1 year, or else we will get on the street.
You did before. What did you achieve? You got in the street before now. What did you achieve?
We cannot be bought.
The same speech.
We cannot be bought.
This is where the problem comes.
I feel the tears.
You were in the street when he became a president.
In the villages. You are saddled with the responsibility. This is what you applied for. 1 year is more than enough for you to give Nigerians hope that there is a starting point and we have gotten it right. Look at the way Nigerians have been mocked in Ghana. Now Ghanaians are saying Nigerians must go. South Africans are saying Nigerians must go. Togo are saying Nigerians must go. You Nigerians, wake up and fix your country.
We are doing we Biafrans are fixing our Biafra. You people, Nigerians, should fix yours. Those of you want Nigerians, including you yourself that is speaking.
I want to say this.
Eloquent speech is not enough.
Voices may be silent, but this voice will never be silent.
Okay.
If that is all I'm going to do, just as I take this heart and put it down, I'm ready to put down my life, that a nation will arise.
Don't die for nothing. If you want to die, die for something.
We
go for Middle Belt.
Will fight this fight.
Go for the country Middle Belt. Fight it and get it. Any fight you are fighting for Nigeria is a fight in futility. If you're fighting for Nigeria, it is a waste of energy, time. A fight in futility. That is what it is. If you are serious in what you're saying, begin to go for the middle belt nation, fight for middle belt nations and get it. But you fighting for Nigeria, this same eloquent speech, I will be here. You will still release another speech again when Bulaba continue.
And any governor that is not doing your job, just know you're on the exit point. You can transfer and defect to any party. We will mobilize the people.
You mobilized before now. You mobilized before and the Tinubu still came back.
If it is blood for blood, we will lay down our life until Nigeria rises up and Nigerians can sing the song of praise. With tears and pains in my heart, I speak to every conscience living leader, all our elderly men and statesmen. You're closer to your exit, President Obasanjo, President Jonathan, President Babangida, President Abdulsalam Abubakar, and all of you. You must have made a mistake in the past, but it is time for you to give and create a future for the descendants to come.
How do you?
Woe unto you to go to your grave without fixing Nigeria.
How do you?
God will judge you. God will judge you, Dangote and others who would not join forces with the masses to subsidize what you produce in their country. A time and a season that Nigeria will be too hot for the wicked to survive.
Huh? It is so funny that every year this man make the same speech. Every year this man make this same motivational speech. Motivational speeches cannot settle Nigeria. These motivational speeches cannot solve the problem of Nigeria. It cannot solve it. This was the same warning, the same way. During the time of Peter Obi, this just correlation. He was in the street preaching. He went on the day election, he voted. And I did say that they rigged the election before his president, Korokoro. What did he do? They rigged it. Bulaba rigged the election. This drug baron rigged the election. Korokoro. What did he do? He has started again shouting. You go to the street. You went to the street before and you lost. You want to go to the street again. You are doing the same thing over and over and over again. And you think you can be able to get a result. You can't get any result. Prayer cannot save Nigeria. Motivational speeches cannot save Nigeria. What will save Nigeria is action. Disintegration. To your turn, O Israel, every man go his separate ways and build a nation where he or she can be able to survive. Let us